Bit of a shame, but I lost quite a bit of footage of my time on the Keys. I lost my whole day down in Key West, and I did a bit of hiking on a few of the Keys as well, and all that footage is gone. I was kind of surprised as to how small some of the Keys were and how quickly I was jumping across each one. But I was also finding that there weren't many spots to pull over. Then I found this. I missed that turnout, and that whole strip right along the roadside there was like a roadside park. I ended up getting into the back end of it that you now see, which I think was more of the boat launch than the park area, which is kind of a shame that I missed the first part of that. And everywhere along here said no parking, no parking, no parking. No swimming, no swimming, no swimming. I ended up staying on Marathon Key. It was kind of the best buy to do that, and then use public transportation to get down to Key West. I was recommended to come over here to go for a swim, but I'll tell you, the main part of the beach was only about 7 feet deep, and man, there were a ton of people. It's pretty typical for the Key. Part of my lost footage was the hike that I did out on the bridge, out to the little key that has a little park on it. Traffic side is there, there's a line up on that side. This is the fish pier I was just out on. Got a picture of a couple of enclosures out there that look like they're covered fish farm. That's the route to the Gulf side. No, that's another key. Oh, I'll be darned. The old bridge does not go all the way across anymore. They have the walking section set up to this key out here. Yeah, I got a rainy day for my last day in the Keys. Coming up on Honda here. I wanted to turn it on early to make sure I get it, because you can see the campground. Go check it out. Right up here.
Turn right into the parking lot. Then your destination will be on the left.
Veterans Memorial Park. See, this looks very cool. And I forget what you call these things. God, I keep forgetting it. We're all over the place down in Baja. Oh man, that's a wheelchair. Wheelchair. Ain't that cool? is probably the most open sand spot I have found along this whole beach. Outside of this, it's only about 12 feet wide. The guy was telling me that's pretty typical for the Keys. When I went out there, I found out why. It's all coral right on the edge. You can't walk into the water without wearing your boots. This is the blue hole, even though it looks green. But that little observation platform right there, there's a couple of folks over there that are doing interpretives. It's just pretty cool. Well, that's a shame. That was supposed to be another hole. Interesting wildlife out here. It's being heavily protected. Impressions of the Cape. Well, without getting on one of these state parks, I'm not highly impressed. Of course, I'm not a person that really wants to be surrounded by 500,000 other people when trying to do something. So, yeah, weird. It was just kind of strange. I stayed on Marathon. Not a heck of a lot on Marathon to do, but once you get south of Marathon or west of Marathon, the Keys actually start opening up a little bit and get a little more entertaining. I put a little bit of time on a couple of the Keys and going to Long Pine Key. There was a couple spots through there I said, yeah, okay, if I ever did come back, that's probably where I'd be. But if I ever do come back, it is definitely going to be a stay on something like maybe the, what is it, Curry hammock or something right back there, or Ohio Honda. One of those two, I'd probably do that. Overall, price of groceries a little more expensive. Some areas, the gas is very expensive, so just watch your gas stations. I filled up at $2.75.